Hello people, welcome to StarCraft II. I'm JayLee and I'm gonna play the first campaigns of StarCraft II. StarCraft II is an interesting game. It's probably at its twilight phase right now. Dead game, people say, but for some reason there are still people playing ladder and co-op, and I don't think there are any other RTS games that actually has proper active population going on other than maybe Age of Empires 2. This game is really has memories for me. It started with StarCraft 1 and it shifted to StarCraft 2 where it just started everything for me. I got into watching Total Biscuit and Co-optional podcast. Now I'm playing it so that Jesse Senpai or Jenna Senpai notices me. Okay, here we go, new campaign. I beat this game on Brutal ages ago, but while talking I don't think I can do it. Maybe hard difficulty, let's try with it. I mean, if it doesn't work out, I'm probably gonna put it down to normal difficulty. And cutscenes and movie wise, I'm gonna skip most of it, and if you really want to watch it, I'm pretty sure there are other videos on YouTube that probably just focuses on cutscenes and no commentary whatsoever. If you don't want to play StarCraft 1 campaign but actually want to learn the story, I recommend you to watch StarCraft 1 the movie or something on YouTube. It's the story wise, StarCraft 2 is meh. Out of all the RTS, it's kind of crappy. It's not bad, but it's kind of on the crappy side. StarCraft 1, however, one of the best stories in the RTS game. Anyways, this is non-RTS mission where you have one hero. It's very classic StarCraft 1 style mission where you have one hero unit and a few other units to follow around. Most games, however, would be more you building up these guys and training them to take bases and objectives and stuff. And I think that's what StarCraft 2 does very elegantly. What are some new RTSs? Let's cheat and say Age of Empires 2, the new one, the definitive edition. Everything is good, the game actually feels new and fun. But the downside of it, campaign's quite samey and boring, and sometimes it's very grindy. But StarCraft 2 actually does different almost every mission and doesn't make you feel so grindy. Anyways, these units are Marines. They're basic units of Terran, which is the race we're playing right now. So Terran are interesting race. They're just humans. They're most classic RTS race, as in you have a building. I'll actually explain more as we get to next mission, because that's gonna be a bit more simpler with examples. Anyways, we're playing TVT mirror match. It's one of the more boring matchups, but hey, it's a mission. It's a mission to play. Anyways, move your wounded units back. You don't really have to kill these guys, but why not? Big Brother is watching you. I gotta play Tropico at some point as well. And maybe I'll play as Manxy. Ooh, cow? There's a cow? It's a space cow. Okay, this is Rainer. He hates Mengsk. And yeah, it's StarCraft 1 story was really good. Well, to be honest, Wings of Liberty story is pretty good as well, because it doesn't go too far into weird Event Horizon where every Blizzard game just ties to corruption and weird Deus Ex Machina. Well, Wings of Liberty, spoilers alert, does have one, but I don't think they go too ham on it. They kind of build around the actual thingy rather than just making it appear out of thin air and just Literally Deus Ex Machina-ing it.
Count on me.
Anyways,
Sounds like a plan.
this is a really simple mission. Don't let Raynor die. You can let some of your own units die. And Marines are like one of the most OP units. They can dance, they can cheer, and they can basically attack air, ground, and say like other infantry units from other RTSs. Let's say some similar game, Command and Conquer series, like you build up from like basic infantry like Marines to like tanks, and you end up getting like mammoth tanks, which is like giant ass tanks, super weapons and stuff. But no, Terran normally like runs with Marine till end game if you're playing on leather. Unless you're going mech, but like mostly you just go like bio. And Marines are just that powerful. And in this campaign they're even more powerful because like since players micro but like AI don't really, I think they do in brutal difficulties, but on hard difficulty they like hardly micro. Oh no! I'm gonna very run slowly and get killed. I don't know, like in Game of Thrones, like you should have ran zigzag and you probably lived. That guy I don't know, but yeah, this is like kind of the basic micro where you like kind of move and like shoot so you actually don't like lose any damage. So every like other units are attacking.
There's more people still being held
I
up
should
ahead.
actually change some keyboard settings to make micro a bit easier because this is obviously a new computer and it feels wonky, and like I was like never like that good at StarCraft. I was diametrically good like when I was actually tryharding it, and I had other like I didn't really have other better things to do. Go rebels! Fight for me!
Count on me.
I wish you could like make angry rebels like Command and Conquer generals, like those were the best units. You just make like a lot of them, and since computers were made out of potatoes in like 2003, yeah, if you make enough of them, like literally just computer would catch fire and you win. If your computer doesn't catch on fire first. Anyway, set things on fire and victory. Victory it is. Yay, Raynor! Look how big those like marine suits are. I think like Warhammer 40k and Starcraft is like quite influenced by each other, like just by looking at the races. Like we have Terran, which is like Imperium, and what's the other two things? Zerg is basically Tyranid, and Elders are basically Protoss. And in StarCraft II, they kind of tweaked it around, so like they look a little bit different. Anyways, 2009 graphics, everyone. I think I'm like running hyper settings, but look at that. I can see pixels on your beard. Anyways, let's move on to next mission. Holy crap, that loading was so fast, I don't even have to edit it out. Anyways, this is more orthodox mission where you get a base and you just build your army and you just take this base down. And there's like a way to cheat this. On hard difficulty, I don't think you have to do it, but just makes your life easier. I might actually lose. Whoops. Okay, that was terrible. Okay, here we go. Nothing happened.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, I didn't reload the mission because I just lost it in a really stupid way. You are supposed to fly this barrack behind your base so that it doesn't attract any enemy attention. Anyways, this is the more orthodox StarCraft mission where you actually get workers and you build base, you train troops and you attack this base and you win. So these are like not present on actual like leather games, but these are. So these are minerals, they're like basic resources. you use it to like train basic units and everything else like that.
Those folks need our help, Titus.
And this thing
There's no
literally
way
is
we're
a
leaving
Vespin
surprise.
geyser gas. You use it to build more advanced units, which we like. I think you built medics in this mission. Here we go. They're rebels. This is a little glitchy way of like cheating the mission, like by basically just forward basing your Terran structure into like RLI, and as soon as I train this unit, like all these units are gonna become mine. And with like 2 barracks working constantly, you can pretty much like outrun the enemies. A little bit better micro, and if you actually noticed, like there was one like mercenary unit which is like slightly better than like your ordinary units. And for gas, you have to actually build a refinery to properly actually gather your resources. And these like pellets you actually see from like other
Welcome
things, but
aboard, boys.
okay. And these are medics, so they are like one of the advanced units where actually you need gas to train. They're really decent. They are like one of the OP units of this game. Well, in like campaign, because like once you get the upgrade for them, their like healing power is like crazy. And I think I'll build some more barracks because we get like tons of resources. I think like on normal like leather games you can support up to I think 4 barracks. So barracks you just train units on, like it's the basic units, but for Terran it basically trains the best units because SCBs are powerful too. If you are into like StarCraft II like competitive scene, like, and like if you get to like if you check out some old videos, I'm supply block now, which is like these are supply depots. They allow you to like make more units. You can go up to like 200 supplies. Anyways, if you're like interested, look up Bomber, and he used to do like these mean like timing like worker rush where like you basically build a whole bunch of like marine like bionic troops, like marine medevac and marauder. Yeah, that's it. And since they're like all ranged units, like Terran doesn't really have a like tanking unit to like tank the like firepower for you, like unlike Zerg and Protoss, which has like zealots and zerglings and stuff. So they like use SCVs because they have 45 HP, which is like slightly like 5 more than all the other races, and the like timing was like really strong. My lack of like explaining ability is just horrible, but just watch the clip. It's quite interesting because Bomber was like known to be like that macro guy who's really good macro, and he would come up with like crazy timing rushes with like lots of supply, like insane like amount of like units for like that timing. If you aren't interested in like competitive scene, just watch like Marine Splits or something. And what's that AI thingy like? What's like Marine King or something like that? And there's like they made this AI which this Marine Split, which is like something like this. That's terrible. Anyways, it's something to like avoid splash damage, which is actually not good for like against Hellions. Hellions are actually not really good against Marines. They say it is, but they aren't. I don't think this is enough units, and I don't think we have enough medics. Let's build one of these guys to build medics. So for building medics you need a tech lab, which is basically one of these buildings that allow you to build more advanced like Terran units. Anyways, so StarCraft II gameplay is like awesome, and you can see like lots of attention to detail. Like look at like this map is like based on some mine plays, so like there are little tunnels and attention to detail. Oh yeah, by the way, if you go up to this dude,
That's fine. SCV ready.
What? I can't friendly attack?
Kick the Dominion's ass. Go
Oh,
get
maybe
that base.
someone else. I actually don't
Dominion can
remember.
go to hell.
I'm pretty sure you can friendly fire. Okay.
Got it. I'm on it.
Oh, why can't I friendly fire? So yeah, Marines are basically good for this. And they have like this weird like attack delay, allowing them to like attack really while they're like almost as like if they were like attacking while they're moving. Like there are actually some units who can do that.
Who wants some?
Oh, why can't I friendly fire? I'm pretty sure you can destroy one of these cars and they like cry about like you destroying the car. Anyways, let's finish this mission.
By the numbers, been waiting on you. Want a piece of
Okay, remind me to change the hotkey settings because otherwise
you gonna give me orders?
it's gonna be slightly annoying for me. Yeah, so StarCraft II has really good campaign, even though story is a bit meh.
Affirmative.
Okay, this is a bunker. This is like basic defensive structure, but you actually put units in it. If you played Warcraft 3
Nice
or
job
even
cleaning up
StarCraft
that
1, if you played StarCraft 1, you actually know what
boys.
these
My
are.
skills.
If you haven't,
We are gonna go out.
they're literally bunkers. They have units in it to defend. They're like burrows for Warcraft 3 orcs. The Hellions, like if you look at them, they have like splash units, so they're hitting like multiple units. Well, this was a cakewalk. I can't believe I actually lost the game. And those are firebats. They are supposed to like be good against like Marines as well, but yeah, they are like really bad in StarCraft 2. Like StarCraft 1, they used to be like really good because they had Steam, and also they had like StarCraft 1 had this weird, really weird typing. If you look at StarCraft 2, like it's very simple. Your unit is light, and if it's like, and they have other properties like biological, mechanical, and if you look at attack tab, Marines are really good because they actually don't have any like plus damages, which means that like they just deal whatever that their basic damage says. And only problem with that is like if you're actually Marines like attack really fast with like the 6 damage because their weapon speed is like really fast. But if you're like say fighting things like Ultralisk or whatever that has lots of armor, it's gonna take a lot of time to kill. But then you can like mass Marines and they like clump up together really easily, which means that they can like focus fire really well as well. So yeah, this mission was a cakewalk, and I can't believe I lost. I didn't lose anything. I win.
Now let's reel that sucker in.
Well, more to come.